More. More. She's doing the baby sign for more. More. More water. Oh. Splash, splash. I thought summer was over. We are so mistaken. We are having an Indian summer. It has been so warm the last few days, and there's a heat advisory out today for high temperatures. I think they're expecting it to get to 27, so for us South Africans it's not very high, but I think they're expected high humidity, and there's just a warning about leaving pets and children in cars because there is someone's enjoying the water. She's been getting a bit of a spray. Yeah, so there is a heat advisory out today, and the kids are back at school unfortunately, so they're kind of missing out on this lovely heat. What happened to your hair? What did I do? What's that? What happened with your hair? Look, standing up. Hey, Miss Ed. So we are making the most of this gorgeous weather. Just loving it, aren't we? Yes, it's so nice playing with the water. Having a swim and a shower. Gosh, he's gone mad. So for all of us in Ireland, it's been amazing this week, and the sunshine just makes us so happy, and the warmth on our skin. I was very worried that autumn was coming in fast and furious, but it's not. We've still got a few more days of summer before the cold dark winter. We're happy about that. This month we have been in Ireland for 4 years. Can you say 4? 4. We arrived in Ireland in September 2019. So this month we've been here 4 years. So this video is a little bit of a recap of how far we've come. So enjoy that with us. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. So we arrived in Ireland on the 23rd of September 2019. So this past week has marked our 4-year anniversary in Ireland. So I just wanted to give a bit of a recap as to how we got here. And it's, looking back at it now, it is such a crazy story, to be honest. We would not, I don't think we'd be brave enough to do it again. James came first before us, but just to go back a little bit more, we had just bought a house, and we moved into that house January 2019, and this was our first house in South Africa, and we felt like this was the right time and we wanted to settle down. So we'd moved into our house, and 3 months later, in about March, we looked around us and we realized that things weren't going so well in the country, and we weren't so sure that things were going to get better anytime soon. And even though we'd now just bought this house and felt like we were putting down roots and trying to settle down, we needed to look further down the line. I know. So we started investigating immigration. We looked at Australia, we looked at the UK, and we looked at Ireland. And because James has a British passport, we started investigating Ireland quite seriously because Brexit hadn't taken place yet, and it had actually been postponed. So we had about 2 months before Brexit was to come into play. And with that meant that we could come over on the Good Friday Treaty Agreement, the freedom of movement, and basically we could come over and live in Ireland, as opposed to the UK, where the spousal visa, the costs associated with that are incredibly huge, and it was just something we couldn't afford. So we began the process. We put our house on the market. Not even 6 months after moving into it, it was back on the market. So we made a significant loss on that. And we literally came over on a hope and a prayer, because James came first to find us accommodation and to find a job. And he flew over on the 4th of July 2019 with 200 euros in his pocket. And as crazy as that sounds, that is all we had to send with him. While I stayed behind and finished up my work, and packed up the house and just made sure that everything was wrapped up. And so we moved in with my parents to keep costs down. Nice, yeah. And we joined him in September. In that time, he found himself a job, and he found us a place to live. We were so blessed because when he came over in July, he was offered accommodation by a friend of his family, and she didn't charge him. And that's the only thing that saved us. And don't play with the mic. Basically, the only thing that saved us and got us going was this friend's generosity. Hi, wave at the camera. Hi, say hi. Her generosity in opening up her home to James and offering him free accommodation while he found his feet and found a job and found us a place to live. So he found this place, and it was so perfect. It was a 3-bedroom, semi-detached, and we moved over literally with the clothes on our back. We sent over 15 boxes of our belongings. We didn't bring any furniture or anything. We just packed up our lives into 15 boxes, and we sent it over with 7 Seas shipping. And that arrived about a month or 2 after we arrived. So we were in a new country. I wasn't allowed to work initially. So we were living off James's salary, which wasn't a huge amount. And we're living literally month to month without a car in September through to February that we didn't have a car. So for the first 6 months, we had no means of transport. So going to the shop or doing the school run was a challenge, especially in the winter months. And James managed to get a bicycle through the Bike to Work scheme, which was such a godsend. And so often he'd be coming home from the shops with groceries hanging off the handlebars. Elijah was still quite young, and it was a good 3 or 4 kilometer walk to the shops. So we would have to put him in the pram and off we go. And if we were at the shops and started to pour with rain, we'd have to phone a taxi to come fetch us and take us home again. But look, I'm not moaning about it. It was an experience, and poor Josh often had to cycle home in the pouring rain, in the Irish winter storms, and arrive home soaking wet, the poor thing. But it's all an experience that just makes us stronger at the end of the day. And James lost his job because he was working in the hospitality sector and everything closed down. So James lost his job, and I luckily by then had permission to work in the country. So I managed to find a job as a healthcare assistant at a nursing home here in town. And that saved us at the end of the day. And James got another job, but he lost that one too. So we were kind of really like living month to month, hand to mouth, kind of on a very, very tight budget. But we made it work. And James did a forklift license during I think it was actually towards the end, when things started opening up again, and he managed to do this free course. And through that, he found a job at our local hardware shop, and he's been there ever since. And that was amazing. And he loves that job, and they've been so good to us as well. So I don't want to ramble on and on and on, but that was just a bit of a recap on how we got here. And it hasn't been smooth sailing the whole time. The first 6 months were so hard. And there were a few times when I thought, we are mad. We came over with zero savings. And we literally left everything behind and only brought the clothes on our backs, a couple suitcases, and 15 small boxes that basically just had our memories and sentimental items in. So that's basically our story of how we got here. And I'm so grateful that we came before Brexit happened, because after that I don't think they would have allowed us in with our financial situation. And I know some people might think it is very irresponsible of us to move over with children with no savings, but let me tell you what, when you've got determination on your side, there's nothing that is too much, and there's nothing that can stop you from wanting to make a better life for your children. And even though we've left behind our family and our friends and our beautiful country, we are determined to make this work. So that's a very, very brief, quick overview on our 4 years here. We had a baby while we were here, which has been amazing and such a wonderful experience. I've got a video of that, not of me having the baby, but about me having the baby. Oh no. So, this was really This was a very quick overview of our past 4 years here. The kids are so well settled in this new country. We haven't been back to South Africa since we moved here, mostly because it is very expensive for all of us to fly back, and we are trying to pay off cars and create some kind of savings. But we will go back. We will go back and visit. But we are just so grateful that our family has been able to come to us. Like my parents have been to us every summer. It's quite difficult making videos with a toddler. You're quite noisy. Did you know that? You're quite noisy. Did you know that? Can you do the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long. The doors on the bus go open and shut, open and shut, open and shut. The doors on the bus go open and shut all day long. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, beep, beep all day long. The people on the bus bounce up and down, up and down, up and down. The people on the bus bounce up and down all day long. Okay, you got your energy out now. Can I carry on talking? Oh. So life is quite busy at the moment with Evelyn for one, and just general day-to-day life with me and the kids during the week and me at work on the weekends. Yeah. And I've also enrolled in a software development course, which I don't know, I think I need to get my head read, which has been taking up a lot of my evenings. And the evenings was when I used to edit the videos. So that's why we've been a bit slow on that front. But I do so enjoy making these videos, and we just absolutely love hearing from you, and just your support is amazing. And to all of you who've bought us a coffee, that's incredible. And we are so grateful for that. Thank you so much. I'm hoping that Santa, if Santa's listening, will buy us a drone for Christmas. Santa being my husband, hint, hint, will buy a drone for us so I can show you more of the beauty of Ireland. Yesterday was such a wonderful day for us because it has been months and months since we've all been together as a family, and I think that's also one of the downfalls of having moved here. Although we're looking at the bigger picture, that it's good in the long run, but because James works during the week and I work on the weekends, we don't get a lot of family time, and basically we haven't actually had a proper holiday together in 4 years. We haven't gone away anywhere, and because of our work schedules, it's just been impossible. And like family trips, just little weekend getaways, and just a trip to the beach and everything, we kind of do it separately, which is sad in a way. So yesterday, even though we sat in horrendous traffic and it was a busy day, and we were all stuck in the car, but we were all in the same place, and it was so wonderful just to spend that time together. So I think the point that I'm getting to here in a very roundabout way is that Ireland has been wonderful, but it's been hard, and we've had to make sacrifices, one being family time spent together while we're busy building up for our future. And it won't always be this way. It's just the way that our work schedules have been set out for now, because childcare is so expensive. So it works out better for me to be at home with the kids during the week and work on the weekends. So we're not spending extra money on childcare and childminders. But for now, we just so appreciate you and for watching us and our funny little life here in Ireland. And for anyone that's wanting to make this move, all I can say is just hold strong to your dreams, because what may seem impossible at the moment can be possible if you just take it one little step at a time. Because when we looked at it, it seemed completely out of reach and impossible. And looking back now, I'd say we were completely bonkers to do it, and irresponsible, because we had no savings, and we had a plan, and we had our determination, and we knew what we wanted, but we had no financial means of doing it. So we did what we thought was the best thing, and we just put our heads down, and we can't believe how far we've come, because we started with literally 200 euros in James's back pocket, and we've come this far, where we are renting a really lovely home, and we've managed to buy a car, and we both have stable jobs, and our children are happy, and we are safe, and we sleep well at night, and we are just so grateful to be in a country that is so welcoming. And I think our hearts have been stolen by Ireland, and we are in love with this beautiful country. And yes, it has its problems. Sorry. And yes, it has its problems, and what country doesn't? But you know what? You weigh up the pros and the cons, and we are so happy here, and thank you, Ireland, for welcoming us and helping us to create a new home and a new wonderful future for our children. And with that, I send so much love, and yeah, I feel so blessed to be here and to raise my family in this beautiful country. So, bye. See you later. Say bye, Ev. Bye. Bye. Blow kisses. Mwah. Mwah. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. It's a penguin. It's a penguin. Do, 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 do. Can you do a penguin dance?